Here's a bit more of the so-called former Blloku area with local neighborhoods. As you see, well, parking is a problem. No comment about that. And this one here in front of me is, as you again see, a hospital. Okay, here's some underground parking space. These are what we call existing buildings. They are from the communist system. They're usually 5-story buildings, and people in need of space usually try to extend them by building an extra room, an extra floor sometimes. It doesn't really look nice, but it solves our problem. Even when you see those ads, apartments on sale, you see there's 2 types of apartments: existing apartments, which means old from the communist times, and new buildings. Usually the existing apartments are in better neighborhoods with more space, while the new, very tall ones are in much busier areas. Yeah, if you live here, for instance, parking is a problem. There are lots of shops. There is at least one hairdresser in every building. This is a dairy shop. This seems to be, I forgot what it is. It is a state office somewhere here. Or maybe not, I don't know. Here's more coffee shops. This one is a good one, actually. I've had coffee there several times. Here on my left, it's a nice little road. There are offices here on the ground floor, hairdressers, different studios. For instance, there is a dental care clinic. I've seen there's a physiotherapist here somewhere. There's an accounting office further down, and there are apartments for sale on the other building. So you can find it all. People try to protect their parking spaces so that only those living in the apartments can park. More coffee shops here. Okay, this one, I think this one is new. I haven't seen it before, or maybe I'm wrong. This other one is usually busier, more people on this one. And in front of me there is names of roads. I don't remember names of streets, because we do have an issue with names of roads and addresses, and in general here we do have a new address system, but officially, but people still refer to roads by their traditional old names, so it's a bit confusing. This one on my left is a school. It's a public school. It's actually known as one of the best schools in Tirana. And I'll just show you this former Blloku area, which must have been much nicer with less cars. So the school on my left, and existing and new buildings on my right. There's again, as you see, shops. Money exchange shop, a little one. There are lots of them everywhere. Again, another coffee shop, more coffee shops. There are even more coffee shops and, well, just shops on the other side. This is one of the, what we call the existing buildings again. This is one of the main former Blloku streets. There are again lots of shops. On my left there is also the former villa or house of our former dictator, Enver Hoxha, which is now a language school. There's at least one bank on my right. Further down there are shops. There is quite a famous restaurant on my right here. It's called Era, E-R-A, which in English means the wind. There are at least two of them in Tirana. This one used to be, I think it still is, very popular actually. People usually go there mostly for traditional food. You find this is not an advertising for the restaurant, but it has become actually quite popular. If you want to try something local, that's a safe place to go. So yes, this is the former Blloku. Prices here, I mean, of restaurants and coffee shops are a bit higher, in my perception at least, than in other areas, but they are still reasonable. There's a lot of nightlife for young people, not exactly on this street, but especially on the other one, the parallel road on the left. I don't usually go there, but I've brought cousins of mine who are much younger, and they've really enjoyed it. I mean, young cousins who come from European countries, like even Italy, where they don't get that much of nightlife, especially, not in main cities, but in, these little towns. Yeah. I hope you have a good feeling now of what it feels like here. I hope you visit us soon.